Opening last year in downtown Skokie, Aw Yeah Comics has reinvented the comic book store model for the next generation. Co-founder Art Baltazar sat down with Community Connection to discuss his experiences as a creator of comic books.
My first comic book that I published was called The Crybaby Adventures. That came out in 1994, and it was a hero on a journey, but it was real cartoony and action heroes, bad guys, you know, mystic lands and stuff like that. And I started going to all the kinds of conventions with my comic, selling one comic book at a time to anyone who would buy it. And meeting fans, shaking hands, kissing babies, doing whatever I had to do to sell comics. Back then it was all pre-internet, so there was a lot of phone calls, a lot of licking envelopes trying to get started. Eventually, me and my partner Franco created a character called Patrick the Wolf Boy. All of a sudden, I went from selling 150 comics across the country to selling like 4,000 copies. We were thinking to each other, what do we do next? We're like, well, let's make another one. So we made another one. That lasted, I think we did 19 issues of Patrick the Wolf Boy. I had in my life 42 jobs that were not drawing comics. I only did the cover in color because I couldn't afford to print in color because we had to pay for the printing ourselves. My wife told me, stay home and figure out how to be a cartoonist and do this full time. So once I got married, I didn't have to go work any crummy jobs anymore. And one of the editors of DC Comics named Jan, she was a fan of mine of Patrick the Wolf Boy, and I didn't know she worked at DC Comics. Eventually she called me, and I was at home now, and she called and asked me if I wanted to work for DC Comics, and I said, well, eventually, one day. She says, no, I'm offering you a job. Like, really? She said, do you have a favorite character? And I said, I love the Teen Titans. So she said, can you make Teen Titans comic books, but like Patrick the Wolf Boy for us? And I said, yes. So that's how I got hired at DC Comics to do Tiny Titans. But it was cool, and that's how it started, where I was able to do it full time. Now I have to do it every day. Now it's a job, but it's awesome.
I have been a retailer for about 15 years, actually. And when I was a kid, selling comics was all I ever wanted to do. I actually met Art and Franco at a convention, and I kept running into them at different conventions around the country. The more I talked to the two of them as friends, the more I realized that they wanted to maybe co-own a store as well. There are a lot of really amazing stores in Chicago, and we didn't want to be anywhere near any of them. We would rather be the store in Skokie than a store in Chicago, because here we're a larger player on a smaller stage, but we're a part of the identity of the town.
We wanted the comic book store to feel like everyone is welcome, and an all ages store.
So a lot of our events are geared towards families, geared towards little kids coming in and being welcome and respected and just comfortable in our industry.
Almost every day, kids are grabbing their first comic ever, and that's what we wanted our store to be.
And we've been open for about 10 months this week, so coming up on our first anniversary, which is a big deal. And so far, the store is everything we wanted it to be.
And now I'm working on Superman for DC Comics, Superman Family Adventures. It's just so cool, because from Tiny Titans, when that was going to end, they asked me, well, what do you want to do next? And we asked, can I do Superman? I worked on a pitch for like a month and a half, and my meeting took like 40 seconds. He said, okay, yeah, that's good. Let's do Superman. So I've been doing that, and we're having a ball. Superman's like the #1 hero of all time. It's the secret origin. Pay attention. It's good stuff.
Aw Yeah Comics is located in Skokie. To learn more, check out awyeahcomics.com.